Singer Gwen Stefani recently posted a photo of her and her current boyfriend, Blake Shelton. However, fans were very quick to point out that this was a picture of her with her ex-husband, and she actually just cropped her current boyfriend's face where her ex-husband's was. So, do you think you should delete all traces of your ex on social media? And would you ask the person that you're dating to delete pictures of their ex?
Gwen Stefani is a boss.
Let me tell you that.
She's a boss out here.
Let me tell you about Gwen, honey. She ain't no hollow bag girl. I love it. Let me tell you that. That is my Gwen. Listen, I live for some Mr. Stefani, honey. So sorry to answer your question, Luanda. I think in a breakup you have to do whatever's right for you. So if it is removing every trace of that person, whether it be pictures of them on Instagram or pictures of them around in your house, then do what you need to do, boo, to get over the person. That's fine. Now, for the second part, would I tell my partner to get rid of pictures of his ex on his social media? I have to be honest, I'm just going to say no. I'm not that panini pressed. I don't really care that much. You can have as many pictures of you and your ex. I'm not panini pressed like that. You can have as many pictures of you and your ex on your social media, because for me, that was like a part of your story at one point, and now I've picked you up in a different chapter, and I can't be upset at what was going on before. And actually, sometimes, I might be crazy in saying this, but sometimes it's nice to know that somebody has experienced love before and has experienced love so deeply. I actually find it quite nice. I don't know why, but I really like it. So sometimes seeing those pictures like, wow, you really loved her.
What
that was good.
But Anissa,
yeah, I honestly like that. That's what I just think. I like it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not fast.
How deep would your ex's pictures be allowed to go? Like, what about if it's the ones when they're kissing at the Eiffel Tower?
This is what
and
I'm
they're
saying.
like, she's sitting on his lap, rubbing him down, and he's got his arms wrapped.
You know the pictures
all
that
of them? You're okay with all the pictures?
They could be bussing it down in the pictures, and I'd say, wow, she was really giving it. I would not care. It doesn't mean anything to me because it's in the past. I can't be upset about it. And like, I'm really not that fussed. And also, I've already said on this show before, I'm not one for having my partner on social media or even like looking at it. I wouldn't even have your social media or even be on your social media like that to even see what you were doing, if I'm honest. I'm not fussed like that. Sorry, unpopular opinion.
No, I think it's a great opinion. I just can't relate.
I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. Like, for me, I don't think I would probably ever be in this position until now that I'm married, because when I was dating guys, I would never put pictures of them up. And that was mainly because I'm like, if this don't work out, I don't want to go through the public embarrassment of having to take down all the pictures. But I've been thinking about it this week, and I think that there's actually something wrong with how we do things as a society, because most people, or I'm sure maybe you guys have seen with your friends, when the relationship ends, they literally delete all the pictures, all the traces are gone. And I think we put so much pressure on couples. Like, I'm not going to lie, the pictures that I put up with my husband are the ones that get the most like on my social media. And it always surprises me, because sometimes I don't think it's the best picture, but we were out somewhere, we had a good time, and I wanted to post it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, because some people react to your social media, you're like, oh, people really like that one? I would have liked that one. So people seem to really like couples. They put couples on a pedestal. People be like, oh, you're couple goals, you and him and this and that. And then people then feel the weight of this pressure. And when the relationship doesn't work out, there's a sense of embarrassment. And I'm like, they really shouldn't be, because you're going to be in more unsuccessful relationships than successful relationships. That's the point.
So true. That's just
I agree, Sophie.
And things end. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things end. So we shouldn't have to feel a sense of shame in taking it down. But currently, it's kind of this stigma attached to your relationship not working out, like it's a failure. And I'm like, it's not. It's just life.
Yeah.
I'm with you, girl.
I think there's also, for me, there's like a difference between memories and statements. Because I think if it's, if it's in your camera roll, there's no need, because like you said, you're going to be in more unsuccessful relationships than successful ones. And we end romantic relationships, but we also end platonic friendships. And I'm not going to delete pictures of my camera roll of my friends or ex-partners or anything like that, because it's something that happened. It's something that we both enjoyed. It was a time period where we both loved each other, so I don't see the issue. The difference is when it's on social media is that it is a current statement of your status, basically. And I had this friend who was in a relationship, and the relationship, you know, when you have a friend who's in a relationship that really just needs to end, like it really just needed to end.
No, I support all of my friends' relationships wholeheartedly. I just want to say that, guys.
This relationship needed to end. These people weren't doing anything positive for each other, but obviously it'd been a couple of years, and they didn't. It's not easy to let go of your love when it's been, you know, 3-4 years of a relationship. But they were at the point where they were like, break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up. And like I said, they just weren't doing anything positive for each other, causing more harm than good. And the most recent breakup, which was the final one, she was pressed because he deleted the pictures of them on Instagram, so that she knew it was for real, when all the other times she could just make up again and then continue to do the things that would cause him to break up with her, and then make up and blah, blah, blah. But the pictures went, and she was pressed and she was panicking because she knew that this was for real. And then she tried to post a photo of them together, and it was a very cute, intimate photo of them in bed together.
After he'd already deleted the pictures.
Yeah, that's societal pressure, because the exact same thing happened that you said, Sophie. All the comments were talking about couple goals. All the comments were talking about how you guys are amazing, dream team, double trouble, and all of those things, in an attempt to, I think, claim him for herself, but also just put her mark on him to the world, you know? But in terms of, if I would ask someone to delete photos of their ex, again, I'm like Sophie, I haven't actually run into this issue, and namely because most of the guys that I have dated have been personal on social media, so they've just put like pictures. They wouldn't even put like pictures of their family, just pictures of whatever they're doing creatively, and that's
Of course they were creative, Luanda.
They always will be. They always will be. Like, you know, they always will be. Let's be honest. But I think I'd only fall with Anissa if the pictures were kind of, I guess, chill. Like, I don't know how I'd feel if I saw pictures of you, like someone's like, you jumped on you and you're holding them, or you guys are kissing, and that's a good picture.
This is the thing. This is what's interesting, then, guys. Because let me with Luanda, you'll take more good pictures with Luanda. Guys, let me get your idea on this, because I think I was reading in Elite Daily online, and it was saying that sometimes the pictures can stop someone from moving on, because whenever they're feeling down, they can look at the pictures, and what the pictures do on social media, which is true, are only going to remind you of the good times. And it's very easy to fall into that trap when you've broken up with someone, to forget about all the bad times. So do you think that the picture staying up is someone showing that they're not actually ready to move on yet? Or do you think it's just a memento?
I think it depends on the individual, if I'm going to be honest. Just because if you have reached a point in your breakup where you know, do you know what, it's just not working, and you are satisfied with that, you are no longer with this person, and this truly was the best decision, I think you won't be swayed by romanticizing a picture to be like, did I do the right thing, if you're solid in your decision. But I think if you have questions and you're still unsure about if this is the right thing to do, anything can really tip you over the edge, to be honest. And like hearing a song that reminded them on the radio, you might be like, oh my gosh, it's a sign. Like anything can tip you over the edge. I really think it just depends on the individual.
Okay, so I, as you guys may have seen so far, I'm quite an emotional human being, and I definitely understand what the article was saying about the emotions that the pictures will elicit within you when you see them. And I had this person, I don't want to go into details because I don't want him to know that I was pressed over our breakup, but there was a person
It's normal. It's natural. Like, it's natural to be upset when you break up.
Luanda does not want to give him that kind of time and energy. So
But this is what I'm talking about. It's just a natural reaction. Like, if you're not upset when you broke up, for sure you should have broken up. But the majority of people feel away.
Exactly. But go ahead, Luanda. Tell your truth.
I hear the concept, however. So what it was that I didn't want the pictures that we had together, first of all, were great. They were great pictures. Everyone looked 10 out of 10. A lot of them were in golden hour, good images, landed in the favorite, keepers. But I'm like, on my camera roll, I don't want to go on my camera roll and accidentally see these pictures. So what I did was I put them in an email with the email titled his name and then deleted them from my camera roll because I don't like deleting memories and I didn't want it to be deleted forever, but I didn't want to keep accidentally seeing it because the same thing was happening to me, like you said, Sophie, just remembering the good memories. And of course, if you've captured a good photo, pictures say 1,000 words, and the emotions that you were feeling when you took it and all of those things, like I just didn't need to keep reminding myself of that. I wanted to get over him. And since emailing them to myself and knowing that they're there if I ever want to see them, I've never searched for them. I've never gone on Gmail and looked for the pictures. I've never looked at them again after sending them and after deleting them. But I think it's because I know that they're there, and if I ever want them, I can have access to them. And now I'm over him.
Oh, well done, Luanda.
It's a sweet day when you don't care anymore.
I don't think I've ever taken pictures with a man, guys. This is because you're not talking about pictures with the partner. I'm thinking as I'm sitting here, I'm just thinking I've never really taken the pictures with a partner. I just have never been. Yeah, I just have never been that interested in doing it. Now I'm just like, maybe I should be taking pictures.
Do you know what, Anissa? I can't wait for you to fall in love and fall hard. That's what I'm waiting for.
I have fallen in love before, but I didn't feel like I needed a picture. I just was like, oh yeah, cool. Sorry guys,
I don't know what to say to that.
I really didn't feel like I needed a picture, but I enjoy everybody else's pictures for sure.
No problem.
Yeah, but I don't think, I actually, come to think of it, I think the last time that I've actually posted like a couple's photo was years ago. I haven't, like Anissa, I haven't done that on social media in so long. I think I was really, well, it wasn't even a couple's photo. It was my boyfriend that I had when I was 17. We both had our faces drawn. And so the picture was just of our faces.
Are those caricature things?
Ages. No, like a normal one, because I hate the caricatures. I really do. It was like a nice, normal, pretty sketch. And so it was a really nice photo, and it was a really nice day, and it was a really nice event, but it wasn't anything like how you see those posts and it's like 5 years with my baby, confessing the love, so it was fine for it to stay up, and I didn't think much of it, and it wasn't doing the emotion thing like the photos with the other guy was.
And I think for me, like I said, I think this whole pictures and things like that, I think it really takes away from showing the realness of what relationships are like, because I don't see anyone posting like the difficult times. And I'm like, even though with my husband, like I try to keep the pictures of him very limited on my Instagram feed. Like we'd have to do something really special. Like we're in another country, we're at a big wedding, because I don't want to become one of those people that post every single time with him, because I feel like relationships just aren't always the best time of your lives. Like they're hard work if you want them to sustain, and the longer that you're in them, you have to really work, because it shows you who you are and the parts of yourself that really need work. And I think that's my biggest issue with the way that we're all over couples these days. Like it's something that everyone should aspire to. And I just wish, I don't want to see no one having an argument with their boyfriend on Instagram, but I just feel like the pictures sometimes are just too much. Like sometimes I just roll my eyes because I'm just like, oh gosh, here we go again with this person's just like love of my life. Couldn't live a day without them. And I'm just like, oh,
you know what,
like, honestly, it's not me. It's not me.
When we had the PDA conversation on here like a couple of weeks ago, and we were all saying, sometimes it seems that couples that aren't doing well go overboard with the PDA. It sometimes feels that couples who aren't doing well go overboard with the social media posts, because sometimes it feels from friends that I have known personally, and I've been around the couples and I know what the relationships are like most of the time, it feels like they are trying to prove something. And a lot of people that I know would rather be in an unhealthy relationship just to say that they're in a relationship than be single or do the work, like you said, Sophie, to make an actual healthy relationship work. And a lot of the time with this Instagram age, people choose people for aesthetics instead of actual human connection. They're like, you'd look good with me in this image. Shall we go on a date but just take photos the whole time?
Look, if you're having a great time, you don't always have time to take pictures. I wonder at people who take pictures every single place they go, because I'm like, if you're in the moment, sometimes you're like, man, I wish I caught a picture, but I was just having such a good time. So
that's why when people like take pictures and it's like, oh my god, like for me it's just like, is this truly the best moment of your life? Were you truly in the moment of the best moment of your life and you thought, let me get out my camera? Because that is not the reality for me. The best moments in my life happen off of the internet, and I don't have to put it on the internet to prove it to anyone, period. So that's why I'm like, no, I don't really take pictures of me and my partner, and I wouldn't really put him on my social media, because if I'm really enjoying him in the moment, I'm kiki and having all the enjoyment, having a good time. I'm not thinking, let me get the camera. Like, that's just not how I'm thinking. So that's why I always I find it bizarre. That is all. But if you like to take pictures and that is your thing, and you want to have pictures of you and your ex on social media, then that's fine as well. You do what you need to do. Each for their own is what I've learned.
Yeah.